Hi, this is what you're waiting for. It's a woman's perspective on camping and survival. And I did a video earlier about prescriptions, and it just got me thinking. As I said, I had my wisdom tooth extracted yesterday. So it got me thinking of we're preparing. All of us out there are preparing. We're getting food, we're getting water, we're getting a first aid kit. But are we preparing ourselves? And for example, this wisdom tooth that I had extracted has been bothering me on and off for years. It would hurt for a little while and then it would be okay, and I just put it out of my mind because I'm a big baby when it comes to my teeth and I hate going to the dentist. It scares me. So I just never did and I just put it off. But what if that would have happened while we're in shoot hit the fan and there was no dentist and there was no painkillers and there wasn't not nitric oxide, the laughing gas, and there wasn't a dentist there that knew what he was doing? What would I have done? I don't think I could have done it by myself. I had my father pull out a tooth before. He was very, didn't have much money, and was in a lot of pain, and he thought he'd tie a string around his tooth, one of his teeth, and tie the other end to a rock, throw it in a river, and thought that everything would be taken care of. Well, for him, he tied it by himself, threw it in the rock, it pulled out his tooth, and then he realized it was the wrong tooth. But we have heard other horror stories, of things getting infected, even a simple cavity. If you don't take care of your cavity, it could become abscessed, you could get infected, and it could be life threatening if you don't have antibiotics, and it could be so much more painful if you don't have painkillers. So a good way to prep right now is to go in and take care of any problems that you have medically, whether it's for the doctor or the dentist. And I know a lot of the guys out there, they're tough, and they, oh, I'm fine, if they get hurt. And a lot of them don't want to see the doctor. But if you go in and get a checkup and get your stuff checked out, you will understand what is wrong and take care of it rather than waiting. And if you waited too late and shoot hit the fan, and something that's very simple now could be life threatening. So that's another way that we need to think about preparing. I do, while I was in there, he said I have a cavity starting that I need to take care of. So I need to make sure that I go back there and take care of that. Because if I put it off too long, we don't know when this is all going to come about. It might be really soon. And I would rather take care of it right now and pay a couple $100 and get the things taken care of than put it off and have it a life-threatening situation, not having antibiotics or painkillers in that case. Even medically, if you have high blood pressure, don't just put it off. If you have high cholesterol, don't just, put it off. Try to take care of it now while you can. Get the cholesterol lowering drugs. Try to get your blood pressure under control. Try to take care of that stress now, because it'll just be worse when the time comes that we really have to step up, and we might not have the ability, or the people out there. We're not going to have a ambulance. We're not going to have a doctor. We're not going to have. And so take care of those situations now. Um, because if I wouldn't have took care of this wisdom tooth and it would have happened with no dentist, I would have been in extreme amount of pain, because there's no way I could have done it, or anyone in my family. There's no way they could have pulled my tooth way in the very back, and just thinking about infection and everything. So it's just something to think about. You're so for getting your water ready and your food ready and your bug out bag and your guns and your knives. Think of your health too. Another quick thing is, I've been trying to lose weight, because, I really, weigh way too much. But I'm trying to lose weight because I know that that would be better for my body. And if something would happen in a situation, it would be a lot easier with less pounds on me to be able to go walking and hiking or whatever I had to do. So think of those things that you can do now. Think of your body, think of yourself, and I know, especially moms, we put ourselves last. I'm usually the last person to go to the doctor, but we need to sort of put ourselves first sometimes, because if we don't take care of it now and we don't take care of our health, when the time comes, they're going to be relying on us, especially if you have little ones. They're going to rely on you, and you need to make sure you're at your best and your healthiest to be able to help them. So that's just something to think about. Yeah, it costs a little much, especially if you don't have insurance, to get out there and and take care of your teeth and your body. But you need to do it. Another good thing to think about is maybe spend a little extra money and start going to the gym, start exercising, things like that. But you need to get out there and take care of yourselves, and you guys too, because you pretend that you're a big old macho guy, you don't need to go to the doctor, but take care of it now, so you don't have to worry about it later. So take care of it now so you can take care of your family later. So what you waiting for? Bye bye.